So what's the big deal? It's just a headshot. You can probably just take your phone, get a shot, and you'll be good to go. Or better yet, you were just at a friend's wedding the other day. The photographer probably got a great shot of you with some friends, so you can just crop that down. You're good to go. And you even saved a little bit of cash. So, is a professional headshot really worth it? The short answer is yes. A great professional headshot is an essential tool that everybody needs. In this video, I'm going to explain why a headshot is so important, and I'm going to give you some tips on finding the right photographer to ensure you get headshots that you actually like. My name is Ben Markham. I'm a professional headshot, classic portrait, and fine art boudoir photographer. Let's get into it. So why is a professional headshot so important? Unlike any other time in history, people have immediate access to us. We all have a digital fingerprint out there. If you're watching this, you have a digital fingerprint. If you apply to a job, there's a good chance that that employer is looking you up online before they reach out to you. If you work for yourself running a small business, there's a really strong chance that your clients are going to your website, they're finding their social media, they want to know more about you, and your headshot and your profile pictures are often your first impression. If you work for yourself running a small business, there's a good chance that your potential clients are going to your website. Maybe you're sending out emails or direct mail. Your headshot can be the first time that those potential clients see you and they want to feel that connection with you. And let's look at it yet another way. Most of us have either a LinkedIn profile or an Indeed profile. And the entire point of those two platforms is to network and self-promote. In many cases, your digital presence is the first time that a potential employer or a customer gets to know you. And as the old saying goes, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So let's say that you've just cropped down an image from an event that you've gone to use as your headshot. What are you actually then saying to your potential employers or clients? What you're saying is, I don't really prioritize my professional image, so I might not prioritize my professional commitment to you. So what if your headshot looks fake? What if it looks mechanical? What if it looks like a grown-up version of the grade school photos that we all had that none of us liked, where somebody just stood you in front of a camera, said smile, hit the button, and sent you on your way? Those photos were so terrible because you don't look like you. You don't smile like that, and there's typically no life behind the eyes. That's going to have an effect on how people perceive you as well. They're not going to feel like they got a chance to see the real you, who is confident, who's capable, and they may not want to engage with you or even reach out to you. Here's a real-world example of how those mechanical shots can actually hurt you. A couple of years ago, I was looking for a marketing company to help me grow my business. I was doing research on businesses online, and I landed on one website where they had put their new professional headshots on the front page of the site. As I went through them, all of the people looked uncomfortable. There were fake smiles and forced poses. And my first thought when looking at this was, you're a marketing company. And if you can't present yourself better than you're doing here, what are you going to do for me? So before I read any of the copy on the website, I just looked at their pictures. I clicked the back button and went away. Would great headshots of the entire team ensure that they were going to get my business? Maybe, maybe not. But those low effort headshots did mean that they didn't get the chance to further sell their services to me, and they didn't get my business. So now that you know that there's consequences to not having a great headshot, how do you go about ensuring that you get an amazing professional headshot? The first step is finding the right photographer. Just because somebody has a great camera doesn't mean they're going to be a great headshot photographer. Second, Make sure that the photographer that you choose specializes in professional headshots. There's a ton of talented, really great photographers out there, but that awesome wedding photographer that shot your sister's wedding might not be the right choice for your headshots. Let me use me as an example. As I said at the top of this video, I specialize in professional headshots, classic portraits, and fine art boudoir. Most likely, you wouldn't want me to do your wedding photography. While I know how to use my camera, I know all of the technical stuff, I've not spent my time honing my eye and developing the craft that a wedding photographer has for those days. It's a different set of skills. The images that I took at your wedding would probably be fine, but they're not going to be as good as somebody who specializes in that type of photography. Conversely, just because somebody's a great wedding photographer, that doesn't mean that they're going to be a great headshot photographer. Again, their shots might be fine, but they're probably not going to be as good as someone who specializes in headshot photography. When you're looking for a headshot photographer, go to their website. What they specialize in and what they do the most of is going to be fairly obvious really quickly. A photographer that specializes in professional headshots isn't just going to stand you in front of the camera and go, okay, now smile. We're going to coach and guide you to help you feel comfortable, find your best angles, and make sure that we're getting images that show you as the absolute best version of you. Your headshot photographer will also be able to offer you guidance for wardrobe for your headshot appointment. They'll be able to talk to you about hair and makeup to ensure that you make the impression that you're aiming for. Finally, your headshot photographer will be able to help you select the best images from your session. So you end up with a group of headshots that will represent you at your best and give you that edge. To wrap up, a great headshot means a great first impression. It can help you stand out on social media, company websites. It can be the thing that makes or breaks whether you get the phone call. And if you're worried that you won't get enough use out of a professional headshot to make it worth the investment, I encourage you to look around. Almost everywhere you go every single day, you see professional headshots. And that's just driving around town. That's not to mention websites, trade magazines, social media, and the list goes on and on. The number of places you're going to use these shots will surprise you. So is a professional headshot worth it? Absolutely. If you have questions about professional headshots, put those in the comments below. If you'd like to know more about the professional headshot appointments offered in my studio, you can visit benmarkham.com, and I will put a link in the comments below that'll take you directly to the professional headshot page. From there, you can schedule an appointment with the online scheduler, or if you have questions, there's a contact form at the bottom of the page. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at benmarkhamphoto, and you can follow me on TikTok at benmarkham. And of course, don't forget to follow this channel. I've got a lot of new content coming. Thank you so much.